My name is Ben Haddon, and I am a professional golfer. I don't know what I'm doing. Technically. That means that when I go play a golf tournament, if I play well, I'm allowed to accept money. And that is all that means. It doesn't mean that I'm good at golf necessarily, but being good at golf should be my job. So today, we're gonna see if I can do my job. Break 66 is the goal today. Last time it was break 67 at Stonebriar. We shot 66. Now we're trying to break 66, essentially beat my record out here at Gentle Creek Country Club. Let's get over to the first tee. Beautiful golf course, 7,400 yards. Should be a good test. I'm excited. Bam! That was the best shot of my life. And we got Mr. Scott Fawcett with us today, so we shouldn't make any bad decisions in theory.
25-8, I got money on my mind. Live life great, but I'm always on the grind.
He definitely is going to make a bad decision because it's impossible to play with consistent strategy and total commitment and discipline. Like, it's just really hard to do. So it'll be fun to see. This course is gettable. A little windy today, but it can be done. I shot 66 in the US Mid-Am qualifier out here 4 years ago-ish. It can be done.
Pretty far right.
Yeah, that should be all right. We're gonna pump another out there.
Full provisional action.
Yield provision.
Yeah, good shot.
That's pretty much perfect.
How are we feeling today?
Feeling good. I'm gonna have to strike it well, but I like our chances. First ball is out of bounds. We actually ended up having to take this provisional here. 74 yards. Let's get up and down for bogey. Go. Like, it sucks to start with a bogey in a break 66 video, but you know, a second ball birdie wouldn't be the worst. All right, little 6-footer for par, or bogey or whatever.
Yeah, good save.
If you're gonna bogey any hole in a break 66 challenge, better be the first. Because now we got plenty of time to make it up. And then also, if you're gonna make a bogey, might as well be a second ball birdie. Now we got momentum. It's gonna be a good day. Wind feels a little down off the left here on this par 5. Number 2 out here at Gentle Creek, 545 yards from the plate, probably about 538 from where we're teeing it. So I guess hit it up the left edge of the stuff and let it come back. Pretty simple. All right, well, 233 to the flag. We got to take a drop. This is our third penalty shot. We're on this second hole, and we have a chance actually to get out of this hole at even par for the vlog. So got 5-iron in hand, a little uphill. Let's just make something happen. Let's just make this like the craziest thing in the world. Go. I didn't hit it very hard. Go. Yeah. Short. That wasn't really my most firm golf swing. Good flight, good strike. Just didn't quite hit hard enough. Come on, Jalen, we gotta get hyped up. Let's chip this in for birdie. We'll get even through 2 holes. We can shoot 7 under even through 2. Although, a fast start is kind of necessary out here. 18 yards between me and the pin here. Just gonna fly this thing 10. It should release pretty good. The greens are fast. Should be able to get this thing all the way back there. Chip it in, come on now. That is a par. This is the 3rd hole at Gentle Creek, and it's wide the frick open. So we've got the foresight down. We got the GC quad in the building. These numbers are meant to be pretty accurate. So we're just gonna go ahead and see what our ball speed is here on the course. I feel like I don't really get to test that very often, and I feel like you guys might also find it interesting. So see if we can get close to 190. Do that for the boys. A little toey, that'll work though.
Galley. Oh yeah.
190.
190?
Yeah, we got it. Is that optimal, Scott?
That was hammered.
What was the last?
13, yeah, 1800.
13, 18? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, Paradigm. 409-yard hole. You can see we're just about pin high right here. 40 yards to where I want to land it, 48 yards to the flag. We got a 58 degree. Just gonna try to feel like a 42-yard shot. Probably end up landing it like right into this slope, just short of it. Chunked it. Just fully chunked it. Such a fluffy, like into the grain, rough Bermuda lie. That's terrible. We still got to putt at it. We can knock that in. Helm. Into the grain, fluffy Bermuda lies just keep me up at night, and that's why. Now we have ourselves a 30-footer for birdie. Play it at Scott's ball, probably about 2.5 feet out to the left. Let the grain bring it back. Let's just knock this in. Let the eraser take care of some of our problems. Turn. Oh, thank you. Good putt. Ball just didn't go in. You know, sometimes that happens from 30 feet. You got to put it inside of 30 feet if you're 40 yards out. Number 4 out here at Gentle Creek. They were nice to us today. This is typically a 500-yard par 4 from that back box, but they moved it up. Now it's like, I think it's 460 and downwind. So there's a chance we can get up there pretty good and far. Gonna hit a driver, just try to put it in the fairway.
And it got a bounce.
That is so far down there.
15 and a giant high knuckleball. That's good.
On that.
I like when Scott tells me my shots are optimal. It feels nice. 69 yards here, folks. Especially on a 460-yard hole. That's very, very nice. Crazy bounce there. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I got a 58 degree. Gonna try to hit it into the hole, get us to under par. We need to get under par quickly, and then more under par. That'll do. Just got to make a putt now. Putt's a little straighter than I thought, actually. I'm not gonna make a joke. I'm not doing it. All right, we got back to even par. What do you know? Through 4 holes, even. We got 7 birdies to make, and we got 14 holes to do it. I'm not a math whiz. He is, but
Basic math.
I believe that is 50% of the holes remaining. We have to make birdie.
Plus or minus.
Plus.
0%.
It feels so good.
That's where the pin is, right there. It's +4 from the middle, kind of towards the left side of the green. So we should probably hit it there. 175 to the flag. Feels pretty into. So I'm thinking just like a low sauteed 7. It's either that or a hard 8. And I don't really want to hit a hard 8. So soft 7. Soft 7 it is.
Do it.
Oh, I think it's just a little deep, but look at that look at that divot. Come on now. This is one of the dirtier pins I think I've ever seen on this green. You can see from here, the pin is like directly on where the grain changes from like being uphill to downhill. It's on the ridge. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun putt. Soft 7 needed to be a little softer, but it's weird. This is like one of the only flags on this hole where being past it is better than being short of it, because if we're short of it, then we're rolling down into this bowl over here on the right side of the green. I'd rather be here, much flatter putt. Pretty solid chance to make it despite it being a 23-footer. I got this thing moving about 1.5 feet from right to left. Just gonna try to put the right speed on it, make the hole big, see if it goes in. So remember when I said I was gonna play it 1.5 feet out? I think that's exactly 1.5 feet to the right of the hole, and it just broke 0 inches.
It's actually going that way.
If I par every par 3 for the rest of my life, I'll be happy, but that was not the best effort. So Radar Golf Pro, he actually used to work with Victor Hovland. I don't think he does anymore, but he posted something on Instagram that is just so good. I have to read it to you guys. Your time on the range should be spent taking inventory of the shots required for you to play your best golf. If there's a shot you can't hit, let that lead you to mechanical exploration. Don't start every range session in mechanical exploration. Jeff Smith's the man. Good follow on Instagram, really good. All right, number 6, par 5. Probably 540 from where we're standing, into the wind though and uphill. I really hope I can get there in 2. It might just be a little tougher today than usual. That's so bad. Get right of everything, please. Yeah, it hit a tree. I kind of wish it had. We're going to be in a tough spot. That was a really bad drive. I think it's very important after shots like that to not just go, that was a bad shot, and then leave it. You really got to like stop and take inventory of what happened there. Like, why did that golf shot happen? Just let the face open. So I feel like I left the face open, might have kind of spun out just a little bit, left it even more open, path inside, face out. So I'm trying to, in my head, I'm trying to feel more of a covering motion for my next driver and just correct it so we don't make that same mistake again. And that's very important to do after a bad shot. Take inventory, figure out what happened, and then try to get better for the next one. 238 uphill into the wind. Not the best lie in the world. One of the best pieces of advice I've heard Scott give. He's given a lot of really good advice, but just don't worry about coming up short on par fives. 99% of the time, you're gonna hit the ball not the best anyway, so try to bang it over the green. Chances are you're gonna miss hit it. So we're hitting 2 iron here. This might be a little too much club, but it probably won't be. Just gonna take it right at the flag, see what we can do. I've had worse misses. Really had to kind of get after that one to get it out of that lie. Kind of squirted out left, but easy up and down for par. If we're gonna shoot 7 under, we gotta birdie all the par 5s. That's non-negotiable. Really need to get this up and down. 46 yards to the flag, gonna try to fly at 40. Gonna need a little bit of spin because we don't have a ton of green to work with. But let's do it. So we're a little outside of the range I thought. I thought we were gonna be 10, we're more like 14 feet, but downhill, downwind, not gonna have any problems getting this there. Just gotta start it on a good line, hit it in there with dying pace and make that hole effectively, what do they call it? The terminal velocity. If the ball's rolling in at terminal velocity, the hole is 4.5 balls wide.
It's 4 1/4 inches. Ball's 1.68 inches.
So there's no way that's true.
That's no way.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
2.5 balls wide.
2.5, yeah.
Okay, well,
1.68.
that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
3.3 plus 1.68.
2.75.
It's like, yeah, 2, there you go.
Shut up. Oh, it's got to turn.
It's rounded to 1.7.
Well, par on a par 5, especially that one, is not good. That's going to be tough. But we're even par through 5, even par through 6. 12 holes left to make 7 birdies. I've done crazier. At Q School for the Canadian Tour, when I got my card, I birdied 6 out of my last 12. So just one more than that. That's all there is to it. Number 7 out here at General Creek. We got a driver and we're going to hit it into the fairway. Oh, why is that turning left? Yeah, that's fine there. I kind of thought that was going to be perfect. It's better than the last drive I hit. It's the second time today we have 69 yards into the green. If we make birdie here, that'd be really nice. I think that should be pretty good. We got all the way back there. Well, I just watched both of these guys miss high. So if I miss high, then I'm an idiot. Got a little 5-footer here for birdie. A little farther than the last one we had from 69 yards, but still very makeable. I'm not giving up the hole here. This one's a little straighter than I thought as well. I think I'm going just left edge. Oh, well, I didn't miss high. That's good. Almost missed low, but we didn't. So that makes 2 for 2 getting up and down for birdie from 69 yards. It's a sign. 43 from this back box, dog leg left. We got 3 wood. Boy, it's a lot of wind. Let's just hope we catch it good. It's either in the bunker or just short of it. Either way, I'm gonna have to hit something adventurous to get it around the corner. Could have been worse. Could have been a little farther left. Then we'd have been in the poo-poo. In the no good poo-poo area. No good. No bad. All right, well, we got about 120 yards here to the flag. I got a pitching wedge. We're dead into the wind. I just want to catch this thing solid, put it on the green, hopefully close to the hole, but just on the green I'd be happy with. Bunker shots are so difficult from this range. I think I just like the Texas wedge here, dog. I'm saying dog in honor of Bubby. Just get this thing barely on the green, let it trickle out. I like this play. Oh, that's such a touchy shot, because like if I hit it any harder, it's going to get over the hill with a little too much speed, get down going over that ridge just along the flag, and probably be down where Scott is. Honestly, I'm not super unhappy with that, but we're going to need to make a putt. I mean, if you're looking at like decade stats, a par from that fairway bunker is solid. So this putt, we're gaining strokes in the field. I feel good about that. Dude, that's a tough bogey, man. I mean, pretty easy to see where my strokes lay. We're even par. We've had a couple like not the best short game instances, and then also like just 3 penalty shots in the first 2 holes. That's not good. So I'll feel pretty good about it. If we break 70, if we get like 68, 60, 69, maybe even 67 on the board with 3 penalty shots, I'll feel really good about that. But we got to start making birdies right now. Kevin's getting a decade lesson from Scott right now. So I'm gonna give you guys a little decade lesson. 195 yards here to the flag. We need 10%, we need 5% of that, so about 10 yards. It looks like this pin's about maybe 7 yards off the back, so we're gonna play 3 short of it, so 192 is our number. With the wind, we're thinking probably like 180. So smooth 8 irons the club here, and we're gonna go just a hair right of it because there's a big slope running away from us. That's probably a +2, so we want 12 yards. Pin's 8 yards, we're gonna go 4 yards right of this flag, basically just inside of the left edge of the bunker, and trust it. Just get this thing to land on our spot and hope that it lands within the right area of our shot pattern to give us a good little look at birdie. Oh, sit.
I know, yeah.
And that is a 205 yard 8 iron just outside of our shot pattern that we're looking for, and it's going to be a tough up and down. If I had aimed right at the flag and hit that shot, I'm deep into the hazard. So that's why we aim over there. We try to just give ourselves opportunities to not make bogeys. From there, you can not make a bogey. From the hazard, you're going to make a bogey. So that's why we aim where we aim. That is tough. I want to say we landed about 6 inches away from the green, and now we're in pretty much impossible zone. That is tough. That might have been a +3, not a +2. Sheesh, okay. Well, we're trying to fly this 11 yards, land it just off the green on that little tabletop area right there and get it to trickle out to the left. This is gonna be fun.
I'm rooting for you.
Huh?
I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. I'm not super unhappy with that. That's just a tough shot. Like getting that on the green, giving myself a par putt. Hopefully that's about worst case scenario, but just need to knock that thing in. Shoot even on the front. With 3 penalty strokes, I wouldn't be too upset with that. Well, this is actually kind of nice because there's an old cup right where I would like to aim. Right speed makes the hole big. Bam!
Wow, called it. Nice save.
I'm happy with that up and down. Two holes in a row with just near impossible up and downs. We went 50% on those. I don't feel too bad about that. Even on the front, we're gonna have to do something pretty silly on the back 9, but I've shot 29 before. Stay tuned. All right, back 9, number 10. We got the quad on the ground. This is quite literally the widest hole I've ever seen in my entire life. So we're gonna let one rip here. See if we can top 190. I don't know if we're going to, but we can certainly try. That's really nice. Pretty heely. That's a lot of spin.
87.
87, but 3,900 spin. That's not gonna get the job. And that ball just landed.
But what's
by the way.
amazing is coming off at 187, it just looks so fast.
Yeah.
But you can't see the spin.
Yep. Yeah, so that ball didn't go very far, but 187 ball speed, we'll take that. We got 137, a little bit of an upslope into the wind. The light also looks a little bit jumpy, so I think I'm gonna go just firm pitching wedge. I don't think it's gonna spin back too much with this lie. Just try to get it to land on top of the hole, maybe go in, that'd be cool.
That looks good.
Scott and I both hit at the same time, so our balls landed at the same time. I think I hit right before Scott too, so I feel kind of bad about that. That'd be a funny sketch. Have him like actually dump a full thing of hot sauce on your thing and then turn camera pans to you and you go, that's too much. All right, we got a 22 footer here for birdie. Not bad considering sitting in a fluffy lie off an upslope into the wind. I'm happy with this. It's a good shot. Play this about a foot out, put the right speed on it. I'd like to see it drip in just like a par putt did on the last hole. Let's start stringing something together. We got to start doing that. Hit it too hard. All right, well, pars are pars, but when you're trying to make 7 more birdies, we're running out of holes. I mean, we might shoot a good score.
I think you will.
Stick around. I'm gonna make some more birdies. I might shoot 4 or 5 under. Who knows? And then I could go absolutely ballistic and shoot 7 under. And this would be a really fun video to watch. So stay tuned. You never know. Number 11 here, 205 yards to the pin on this par 3. I'm gonna take a 7, a little sauteed 7. What do you think it's doing? It's mostly cross, right?
Mostly cross.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go just a full 7 then. That should be perfect. I got my target maybe just right of the flag, but start it left and just curve it right into that target area. Come on, shot pattern. Birdie. Probably, yeah. Well, we actually caught the green. I didn't think we were going to, but we're at, you know, little flat putt in the right like bowl. This is kind of an up, down, up green. We're in the down spot with the flag. 19 paces, that is, quick math, 57 feet and into the wind. So this is gonna have to be, we're gonna have to hit this one solid. We're gonna have to pure it. Oh my God.
Oops.
I don't know what just happened. It just blew up in my hands. I took it back and I was like, this feels pretty good. And then I hit it. I think I just like anticipated the wind was gonna be like a hurricane gale force wind right in my face. And it didn't touch the putt. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I just hit it off the green. From 57 feet, I think I just hit it 20 feet past. Well, this was 15 feet past, not quite 20, but if this fringe wasn't here, it very well might have been 20 feet past. A little uphill, right to lefter. The nice thing about doing this is I know what I know what the putt's gonna do. I saw it as it went past the hole. Given I was like laughing at myself as it was rolling past, I wasn't paying that close of attention, but I have an idea.
All you gotta do is know what it does. One putt.
Routine 2-putt for you. Oh, one putt. That's a 1-putt. You're right. Wow. D green and then chipped in. What a par. Routine. Let's birdie out. Shoot 65. And it's so clear now standing here that was a downhill putt. I don't know why I got over there and thought it was going to be slow. It's like straight downhill.
It's really bizarre how often you don't really see something. That's why walking all the way around it.
We got 2-iron in hand on this 388-yard par 4. I'm gonna find a tee. Yeah, I got 2-iron. Just gonna try to put something in the right side of the fairway. Looks like the pin's in a pretty wedgeable spot, so hoping to put this one in the short stuff so I can go right at it. Right side of the fairway, just like you said, Jalen. Get you friends to hook you up with tees when you don't have them. That's nice. One of my favorite shots in golf right here, the flighted pitching wedge. 130 yards. We said we wanted to be in the right side of the fairway, and we are about 6 inches out of the right rough, so mission accomplished. A little bit of wind off the right, so maybe just gonna try to cover this thing a little bit, get it to squeak out to the right, hold it up against the wind, stop right next to the hole. I'm seeing it, just gotta execute. Oh, the wind is just gobbling that up. I wanted to cut it into the wind, and instead I just kind of hit it like dead straight, and then it started riding the wind down, and now we're long of the flag. I had the shot in my head, I just missed it by probably a degree of club face rotation, and now we got ourselves a fun looking birdie putt. We got 30 feet here. Well, I mean, 30 feet from 130, it's not very good, but it is 10%, within 10% of the original distance of the shot, so
Like a -0.1 shot.
it's not that bad. I like when Scott plays with me. It makes me feel better about my mediocre golf shots. Oh, get halfway there, Ben. To be expected, to be fair.
After the last one.
To be fair.
If we were in our head, yes.
That is, and that's a par. And now we're gonna have to make some eagles, I think, to shoot 65. But I feel like we're playing okay. This is like my 4th time playing golf in 2 weeks. I need to start playing more golf. Breaking 67 on the first try was not supposed to happen, really. Like that was pretty crazy. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. I'm gonna link it right here, but 65 might take a couple tries. Number 13 out here at Gentle, par 5. It's a tough one, but it's birdieable. We're gonna have to hug this right side, get it up just around the corner, give ourselves a shot at the green. It's downwind, so we're taking 2-iron. Just hoping the ground isn't too soft. I wanna be able to get this thing to roll down there, but not too firm to where it rolls through the fairway and puts me in a bad spot. Oh, that's hanging left. Sit. Down. Oh, that's chilling. That's perfect. I think it's like 310 to that bunker. So 2-iron's actually a really good club for this shot. 265. Looks like we're going to be ripping deuce again. Probably playing like 2.7 something, but it's downwind. So this 2-iron should be more than enough to get there. Just try to play a cut, I guess. Why is that drawing, Jalen? That makes no sense. I really hope we got around that tree. That's not gonna be good. This is actually really good news. We got around that tree. I've hit it at that tree a number of times, never actually gone into it. But now we got a pretty tricky shot. 43 yards. Try to land it about 35. I think just a little left of the flag. It should kick right. Hopefully close to the hole. Just a hard shot from right there. With that angle, it's almost really stupid to go right at it. Well, we got a 15-footer here. I don't feel it breaking much. It really just seems like it's gonna be dead straight. This birdie would be a very welcome result from what I thought we were gonna make on this hole when I saw my ball flying towards that tree of death on the left. Let's just hit our line, see if it goes in. Oh, how does it move left? Well, that's a par. Another par on a par 5. You can't have too many of those and expect to shoot a good score. I mean, like, think about it. 3 penalty shots, and we parred every par 5. If neither of those are true, we're 6 under. We got the quad out, number 14, 472, and this is a wide freaking open golf hole. If we're gonna hit 400 today, it might be on this one. Send time, and then Jalen's gonna send one. We're gonna get to see Jalen's ball speed. That was torch. That was torch. 191, baby.
Oh my God.
352 carry.
2,200 in spin. Oh.
Wow. Come look at these numbers, Bird.
That's the one.
That's what we want. That's so good.
That's so good, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
But take a second, honestly. Like, I do believe this now. One thing I've been telling tour players a lot lately, I'm not just trying to get on camera here, but like, is literally sit here for a second and feel in your body, like burn the neural pathway of what just happened. There's no such thing as muscle memory. It's all in your brain and burning that neural pathway. So after you hit a shot like that, just take a second and close your eyes and just feel what it did, and you're reinforcing that pathway. I really think the science is going to show that in 100 years that that's correct. The way you can enforce that, because you can't do better than that.
We were talking about wedges the other day, and you said something similar with that. And I started taking that every ball I hit on the range now that I hit good, I stop for a second and I go, okay,
Feel it.
What was the feeling of that?
That was good in the water. Yeah, but 169, it's fantastic.
169 ball speed, 282 carry. A little bit too much spin, but that's some speed there, Bird.
I'll take it.
No club head speed for the boys today. We're only getting ball speed, unfortunately. I mean, 191, I'm super happy with that. That's crazy good. And 169 for Jalen, first swing of the day.
Does it make a big difference to hit the center of the face?
It might. That lie was just so tight, and it was just staring at me, dude. It was just looking me dead in the eyes and said, don't chunk this. And I went, bet. 45-yard shot here. We got it just over halfway there, which is good. 22 yards of green to work with. I got a 54 degree just because I don't feel like hitting that butter knife 58 again after what just happened. I'm gonna try to fly this about 30 yards, get it to release probably, hopefully 45 feet up to the flag. Boy, this is maybe the worst bogey of all time. Let's try to avoid that.
So close.
That would have been the stupidest birdie maybe ever. That could have been, like I said, maybe one of the more disappointing bogeys of all time.
That would have been a Tiger 5.
That would have been a Tiger 5. Routine par. All right, I got a 9-iron here, 155 yards in this par 3, number 15. Yes, just gonna try to hit kind of a low, thin cut in there. I don't know why I'm feeling thin. It's just kind of the vibe I'm getting right now. Should rip back into the left, hopefully into the hole. That'd be lit. That's not thin at all. That's way right. That is supposed to be such an easy golf shot, and I just missed the green. All right, short game time. All right, we got 5 yards of green to work with, about a 15-yard chip here. I think I'm gonna try to fly this thing 10. It's gonna need some height and some spin, but I think we can definitely get this thing close. A lot of carry, not enough check, not enough height, but overall, I mean, like, you can make that. 9-footer for par. Starting this thing about a ball out to the left, give it enough speed, or the right speed, and it should take the break to the left, to the right, from the left. Just didn't hit it hard enough, Jalen.
It's super slow.
Just did not. Yeah, well,
eaten up by grain or something.
I just felt like I didn't even touch it. I mean, that's like, fell in love with the line, didn't think about the speed enough. Just not a hard putt. It's really not. Like that miss right there, that wasn't that bad of a golf shot. I just got too aggressive off the tee.
Did you though?
I think so. I was kind of.
What were you doing here? We were 160.
I wanted to hit it like on top of the flag. I was trying to hit a cut, so I was starting it left, but in my head, I'm like, I want to land this on top of the flag. Just not the right target. And if you look at like
I mean, again, it's so interesting because again, that number
160, we're looking for 8 yards,
baseline's
right?
8, right? Is it good or not good? Not good,
+2.
because everything's running away. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our target generically is 2 yards right of this flag. I would say at a minimum 1, and then we've got a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind off the left, which is another 1 to 2, and I would average it out to say between that being a 1.5 and a 2 and the wind being in 1.5 or 2, I would say
Right about here.
right about here. So
Yeah.
like now I don't know where your shot landed.
It landed about on, I'd say a yard off the edge of the green. Yeah.
I mean, so now that shot should be literally basically
in
at the hole.
Yeah, inside of the hole. Yeah.
I mean,
would agree
that's
with
the
that.
hardest part about it, though, is you have to just understand. I get it, we need to make birdies.
Yeah.
But at this point, in a shoot 66 or better, or 60, like, obviously it's probably not gonna happen. But regardless, you still don't deviate from the optimal targets. And you know that half the time, like by definition, you're gonna be in great shape.
Yep.
And half the time, you're gonna have a long 2-putt for par.
Yep.
But you're very rarely gonna be there. And after a decent shot, having an 8-footer for par. Like,
Yeah.
it's so hard not to be like, God, I need to make a birdie here.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was, if this is the target, I was aimed way too far right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're-
it's not bad course management, it's just bad discipline.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like you said at the beginning of the round, you can't play optimal golf for the entire round. You're gonna make some mistakes.
By definition, if you're trying to shoot 65 or better, how often do you do that out here? 10, maybe 15% of the time, 20 tops.
I mean, if I'm shooting 65 or better out here 20% of the time, I'm probably not playing a whole lot of YouTube golf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, you're already setting the bar so high it's ridiculous, and now you're trying to force that to happen, which just makes it
Yep.
all implode.
Yep. Yep. So we need to be
hard part.
we need to be smarter. Well, what a disappointing bogey. 1 over with 3 to play. Let's get back to even. I'd say that's our goal for right now. We can get back to even, shoot under par possibly. I'd feel pretty good about this video, but we got to birdie this hole. That's important. Downwind, 380 yard par 4. We got the quad out. We'll see what kind of ball speeds we can put up. Just basically start it up the left and let the wind bring it back into the fairway. Try to repeat the drive we had on 14. That'd be great. How's that? Really? Well, it's not gonna kill me, but that's not good.
It's so fucking hard though. 87.
I mean, the numbers aren't bad. It was pretty heely. Yeah, 187 ball speed, 332 carry. That's a lot of speed. It's a lot of speed. Yeah, I just wish I could put it in the fairway. That'd be sick. Well, just in the left weeds here. Pin's kind of in the back, 71 yards. I feel like we land this 65, it should release a little bit. I don't see it spinning out of this stuff. I don't. I do not, in fact. That's crazy how heavy that came out. That's wild. All right, well, we got a long one. All right, 60 footer for birdie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm running out of energy. I'm starting to peter out a little bit. This was not my best wedge shot, and there's something about hitting bad golf shots that just kind of zaps your energy. So we need to get things kicked back up. But good speed here, that's all we're thinking about. I really don't know what happened there, guys. I really don't. I just like took it back, and then my stroke was just like, let's go way left. And then I also didn't hit it hard enough, and now we got another 9 footer for par. It's been a long day. All right, 7 footer for par. Let's knock it in. Wow,
All day.
that was so much better of a putting stroke than the previous one. It's crazy.
All day.
It was so much better. I don't know what.
Why? Commitment?
No, I
Like,
think
why?
so.
Think about it. Dig into that.
So yeah, I just focused really on like, I really locked in on the line on that one. I said, I don't care if it goes in, I'm locking in on the line. And then as I was standing over it, I just felt like just back through. And I think what was happening on the putts, on the previous putt was I just had a lot of like this, because I was wanting to look up.
But the rest is out of your control. Like, you can just start it on a good line.
Yeah.
And then it's,
well,
again, it's cliche, but the rest is out of your control.
I was horribly uncommitted on that 60 footer. That's really what it comes down to.
Fully aware of that.
Yeah.
But also, like, again, there's just not much else you can do.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
276 to cover that bunker on the left. A little bit into the wind. Honestly, kind of an awkward tee shot, but I'm feeling it right now. Right edge of the bunker, hit it hard. Just kidding, wind's coming pretty hard off the right. So we're gonna go actually a little bit right of that. Try to hit straight, like a little cut up against the wind and just put one in the fairway. Leave ourselves a nice little shot into the green. What do you say? What do you say, Chit? What do you say, Chit? It's my XQC impression. What do you say, Chit? Wow. Holy smokes. That was one of the, like, what are you looking for?
It's still rolling.
Is it actually?
It just stopped. You can see it just over the bunker.
That is an insane drive for this hole. I don't know that I've ever been that far down there. The ball's not going in the hole right now, which we have established. We're 1 over par. It's birdie's last 2 holes, try to get to under par for the round. But just, I think really what it kind of comes down to is for the last however many holes, I'd say probably since like, really the entire back 9, I haven't been going through my 4-step process, which is see the shot, see and feel the shot, hit the shot, analyze, and either replay or reframe. And if you want to see what that means, I'm probably going to put out a video about what, like, more in depth into what that 4-step process is, but it kind of helps you string together good golf shots. And that's just not something I'm doing right now. I'm not engaging, I'm not thinking about the shot, I'm not like doing all the things that usually help me string together good shots. And kind of felt a good swing on that one. We're going to try to string a couple together here. I mean, we could very well finish birdie eagle. It'd be hard to do. 18's into the wind, it's a pretty beast of a hole, but and Scott's gassing me up in my drive again. So we got some positives to pull from today. Not my best round by any means, but definitely a lot of positives. We've finished under par with how kind of all over the place we've been, with how many horrid golf shots we've hit. I'd feel pretty good about that. And I hope you feel pretty good about watching this video as well. And if you do feel good about it and you've made it to this point in the video, which would be amazing, subscribe to the channel, please. It helps us out a lot and keeps videos like this coming. Yeah, 110 yards. I got 54 degree in hand, ball a little bit above my feet. This thing should draw. Also, quite a bit of draw wind coming off the right. So I think I'm gonna put this a little back in my stance, like start this thing probably 10 yards right of the flag. Just hit a little trap draw in there. Get this thing to land right, ground draw into the hole. That'd be a beautiful thing. A little short, but right idea. I actually like that shot a lot. That felt nice. Took the time to visualize on that one, like kind of feel the shot before I actually pulled the trigger and feel better about it. We're kind of starting to string them together now. Let's make that putt. All right, about 20 feet right up the slope. Little bit left to right. If I make this putt, it really gives us a solid chance to shoot under par. So I'd like to put this one in. Just got to give it the right speed. All day. We needed that. You got to set new goals. We set a new goal, and that made that goal very possible. Come on now, let's go. Par 5 on the last here, 565 yards, probably 555 from where we're pegging it. There is a bunker directly in the middle of the fairway, which, you know, I just love that. We love having that on a golf hole. But with this much wind, if I get there, that's a pretty incredible poke. So I'm just gonna hit it right at it. Know that the odds are I'm probably not gonna wind up in it. I'm gonna wind up in it now that I just said that.
You are not getting it.
Well, if you can do it, that's it.
I don't know, that's gonna be close.
I don't know.
If that's in it, that's unbelievable.
That was smoked. But that is like, is it in it?
I think it's in it.
Are you kidding me?
If that's in it, that's like, grab my laser and laser what the lip is, because I think it's like 320 or more to it.
Top right lip is 340.
340, yeah,
So it's probably like 310 to get there.
If you got it in it, that's amazing.
Well, we're gonna shoot that tree that's right next to the box. 320, 320 yard drive. I really didn't think that was possible into this wind, but 220, dead into the wind, out of a fairway bunker, 2 iron. Should be easy. I mean, that was the best shot of my life. That was the best shot of my life. I can't believe it didn't get there, if I'm being honest with you. That was struck so perfect. 220 into the wind. I know it was kind of a high cut too, but oh my God. I thought that might have gone. I thought for a second that I had a chance of going in. Very simple pitch with a pretty tough lie here. I'm happy to be here though, dog. Like I'm realizing now, if I hadn't absolutely perfected the contact on that 2-iron, I'd be wet. Now we're here. It looks like about an 8-yard carry. I'm pretty sure I stepped it off at 8. Get this thing to land on the green, trickle out, roll from left to right. Into the hole would be pretty ideal. Just visualize it, feel it, and then execute that shot. Take that, especially out of that lie. Really didn't know how it was gonna come out, but attaboy. Thank you.
Well done.
Well, we wanted to finish birdie and we did it. That feels great. Goal was to shoot 65. We shot 71, but we did it with some good company. Scott,
You did
again,
that. Enjoyed it as always, sir.
thanks again for
Absolutely.
coming out, helping out a little bit, reminding me of some stuff that I need to be reminded of from time to time. It's hard to do. And watching me hit 6 too many golf shots. We'll have to do this again sometime.
I would say 2 too many golf shots. Again, I can't deviate from the math, man. I'm such a nerd. I can't do it.
Are you saying 69 is a good goal out here?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's a plus 5 or 6.
That's correct. Yeah, this is like, I mean, the 65 out here. This course is like a course rating like 75. Is that about right?
Yeah. And
So
this
to shoot
wind-
65 is a plus 10
insane.
and some high wind. That's a lot to ask for.
Again, I shot 66 in the US Mid-Am qualifier out here. It was 110 degrees and no wind.
Yep.
So the course is playing 500 yards shorter and no wind. And I
Yep.
won by 6 in a US Mid-Am qualifier.
Yeah. So
And you're trying to do that just on a random Tuesday.
I know you probably don't want to watch me continue to try to break 65, but
I
I'm
do.
gonna have you out again.
Oh, well,
It's gonna be fun.
again, I just need to play more golf, so I'm always in.
We're gonna call it a day. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
25-8, I got money on my mind. Live life great, but I'm always on the grind.